Welcome back. It is the Flow Friday Sports Show on Flow FM. Millawa football time. Lewis Roberts, our correspondent, joins us, the Moringa Star. Lewis, lovely to have you back with us. How are you getting on?
Yeah, great. Thanks, Alice. Yeah, she's been a busy week on and off the field, the football field. But, ticking along and looking forward to this weekend's game.
It was a big day on Saturday, wasn't it? Just tell us how it all went.
Yeah, it was absolutely a cracking day for football. We had a little bit of early cloud cover during our game, the 10 o'clock game. But, then the weather gods really turned it on, and it was another successful Millawa mega day. So it was, really good. Everyone enjoyed themselves and had heaps of football and heaps of netball going on. It was great.
Excellent. That's exactly what we want to hear. Let's talk about Moringa first, getting a bit of a pacing in the end, Lewis, but Goal are very good, as we know. So what happened in the end here?
Yeah, so we come out of the blocks firing like we normally do, and one of our stars, Jesse, kicked the first opening goal, and we thought, we're on here. And then we sort of woke the sleeping giants in goal. And, Gareth Collison and Dylan Darby have both had absolute outing on us. Gareth kicked 14 goals and Dylan kicked 10. So just our backline was under a lot of pressure. But yeah, goal, like I say, week in, week out, they're just so polished, and they know how each other play. And the names of Nathan Shriver and Logan McKinnon, who was last year's McLeod medalist for the league and all that sort of stuff. They're just so silky. So they know where to run and how to run, and they're teammates inside and out. So it was a bit disappointing for us in the end, but credit to Goal. They definitely contenders this year for sure.
Yeah, the Hawks going good. Just two straight kicks in it between Cardross and Nanji, and this was a real surprise result. Nanji getting the win. Tell us how people reacted to this one.
Yeah, mate. I'm not really sure what's going on down in the Lions' den of Cardross there, but their last two games, they've fallen asleep in the final quarter. There was only 2 points in it at three-quarter time, and everyone sitting around the sideline sort of thought that Cardross had a bit of an edge, and there was a bit of an arm wrestle for the first 5 minutes of the last quarter. But, Nangelok just kept getting it forward in Scotty Golding and Bo Reardon. They just kept fighting the football forward and giving it down to Kurt Freer, and he ended up a couple of goals. And their big man, the Rockman, Jared Robertson, just had an absolute outing of a day. I've had the pleasure of playing on him a couple of times, and he is a big boy, let me tell you, and he just pushes you out of the contest. And when your ruckman can get first hands on the pill, very, very hard day and very hard to stop their midfield. So, yeah, be sure thing that Cardross would have addressed through this week on their final quarter sleep. But, kudos to Nangelok for finishing off.
The Werribee Magpies smoked by Bamble, and Bamble continuing their good run in this competition.
Yeah, it's just an absolute fitness thing of Bamble. Like, it was a seesaw affair. In the first half, they were a bit of goal for goal. Colby Loxton for Werribee was getting a lot of inside 50s and delivering the ball up forward. But Luke Stanbrook and Brad Conger is up forward for Bamble. They're just two very fit men at the moment. So they do have one concern though. I saw Nathan Hura go down with a bit of a knee injury halfway through that second quarter. So I'm sure they would have been keeping a close eye on him this week and see if he gets up fit and firing. So yeah. Again, they're a bit like Goal. They've spent a lot of time together. They know how each other play, and they've spent a lot of kilometres on the track running around, getting themselves fit for the pointy end of the season. So, yeah, Werribee will be a little bit disappointed with their second half, but Bamble definitely finished with a wet sail, that's for sure.
Let's look at the ladder. Bamble top with 40 points. Cardross in second with 32. Lucky that they got all that early season momentum transferred into points, isn't it? Because, as you say, it's been an uncharacteristic past couple of weeks for them. Goal third with 24 points. Nanji fourth now with 24 points. And Werribee in fifth with 12 points. And Moringa at the bottom with 0. I don't know what to make of this now. So Cardross, they're sort of slipping away a bit. It looks like it might be Bamble, who have nothing to do between now and the end of the season other than carry a vase across a shiny floor.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, as long as they can keep everyone injury-free. There's a few blokes in there that I know that are renowned for doing hamstrings and knees. So, touch wood, they stay fit and firing. But, with a handy inclusion a couple of weeks ago with a couple of fellas, it's definitely going to be a hard one to stop them for sure.
All right, well, let's look at the fixtures tomorrow in this great competition, starting with Cardross and Werribee, two sides that'll be looking to bounce back. How do you see it going? Are Cardross going to make sure they get the job done on this occasion?
Yeah, well, I was just having a chat to one of the Cardross blokes about tomorrow, and he's really looking forward to it. They've spent a bit of time tactical-wise through the last couple of days of training. So they're going to get their matchups right. Werribee have got a couple of big men in Larry Petrolo at centre-half back and Marcus Muller, their ruckman. So they've got their homework up against them, but they're definitely eager to try and get some game plan in and come home with a bit of a win, which I reckon they'll get up over Werribee.
All right, Nanji up against Golgol. Did Nanji have it in them after the surprise result last week to take care of Golgol, who will be no doubt up and about, Lewis?
Yeah, well, Nanjak have got heaps to fight for tomorrow. They can get above Golgol in the points and on the ladder and all that sort of thing and really carry some momentum later on. We've only got about 4 weeks left of the season, so they will be, absolutely biting at the bit for that first siren to go tomorrow and to fight on. And Golgol have got a couple of injuries. Connor Darby's out with a hamstring and a few more, so they're definitely licking their wounds a little bit, Golgol, but no doubt they'll definitely come out and try and win like they always do. But I actually reckon Nanjak will get up. Their taller fellas will just be too much, and they should come home with the chocolates, I reckon.
It's going to be a big fight for your guys, Moringa up against Bamble. How do you feel going into the game?
Oh, I'm actually a little bit nervous, Alice. We've only got probably about 16 at the moment. We've got a few injuries and a few blokes away during the family commitments and all that sort of thing. So it's one of those ones that when you're coming up to like a powerhouse like Bamble, you want to put your best side on the track, and we are going to be a little bit undermanned tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. But, the boys are still enjoying themselves, and Bamble are a good bunch of blokes to play against. So we'll all have a bit of a laugh and try and move forward. But I can see us having a pretty tough day tomorrow.
Hopefully there's two blokes out there listening that are in the area for some reason. You just have to hope here, Lewis, that at least you get 18 on the field, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That would be the absolute goal for the moment. We'll get 18 and maybe even try and get one or two people on the bench. That would be beautiful too.
All right. Well, hopefully there is someone that can be about and be a call to action for tomorrow's game for Moringa. Let's take a look at the women's side of things whilst we've got you, Lewis, and going back to the Mega Day. What was sort of the best part of having everything in the one precinct for you?
Well, the best thing was that you could walk around we got two ovals out at Lake Coleraine and a massive netball court where you can play 2 games of netball at the one time. So you can walk on one side of the oval and watch some of the blokes run around, and then you can go on the other side and watch the women run around and have a kick as well. And then if you went to the south side of the complex, you'd watch a bit of the netball. So that was what was the best part, is that you just got so much going on, and sometimes you didn't know where to look. Like you'd hear some people cheering on the other side of the oval and have some people cheering at the netball court. So that was what was fantastic about the whole thing for sure.
Like the old hit the red button for viewers' choice days on the remote, eh? That's right. Let's look at the women's results. We had, firstly, Moringa going down to goal. But a fairly spirited effort, really. 66 points, the final margin. But like I say, they certainly did not disgrace themselves.
No, that's right. They all get in there and have a bit of a dip. And, I was lucky enough to watch them. They were after our game. So, watch the girls run around and... Goal played well, and there was a few of our girls too that stood up and had a bit of a crack. But just at the end of the day, it's a lot of just a bit more class and a few more numbers too. Goal had their full side, and as we have been battling all season, the Moringa girls had, I think it was 13, so it does make it a bit harder and a few less bodies on the field. But kudos to both sides really, but to Moringa for just getting in there and having a dip, and they definitely didn't disgrace themselves, that's for sure.
Absolutely. The other game, Werribee getting the points over Bamble. 43-point margin in the end in that game. Did that come as somewhat of a surprise at all?
Not really. I knew Warrnambool would get up over the line. Like I said the other week, the likes of Marley Hards down back, she does an absolute fantastic job for the Magpies. So they've got just a little bit fitter, the girls, and they play a really nice, tight, neat set of football. So Bamble, they've been a bit up and down this season, had a couple of good wins and a couple of hurtful losses by only less than a kick. But I think Warrnambool are definitely a strong one in the women's football for sure.
Lewis Roberts, great to chat with you. We'll do it again next week. Good luck on the weekend and all the best. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much, Alice. Look forward to it.